Hey folks, Dave back here in Studio C after a tough day yesterday, but I made it through. Well, not so worse for wear, or maybe I am worse for wear. I don't know. But I just wanted to come on and just say hi to everybody. I want to say thanks to everybody that sent me well wishes or called me and messaged me or whatever, wishing me the best with my surgical procedure yesterday. Very much appreciated. It was a very strange day. Maybe I'll tell the tale at some point, but as it was, I was in the hospital 8 hours. I thought it would be three, but it turns out it was 8 hours. Yeah, so I went in. I was supposed to get in there at 11:30 with a procedure at 12:30, and the doctor comes in and said that they had some emergency going on and they had to take care of that. So I was an extra hour waiting to get in to get my process done. And needless to say, me with my anxiety issues, which are horrible. I've been working on them, but they're still horrible. Um, to sit an extra hour to 90 minutes waiting for a procedure that I didn't want to have done was it just added to it. So they gave me a pill to relax. It didn't relax me at all. In fact, he got done his emergency thing. He come back into me. He's like, all right, we'll get you in. We'll get you going. And he checked my heart rate. And he's like, oh, you are flying. I think that's what he said. My heart was going like that because I was just so worked up about it. Hi, Tribe. Yeah, I just wanted to jump on. I was actually going to jump on earlier, but the wife was watching a movie. I ended up watching this really cool movie about I don't know, some crazy demons in the sky that was living in a guy's basement on a ranch or something. It was a pretty neat movie. Hi, Robbie. I think I'm gonna be okay. I mean, they sent me home, so that's a good thing. It was a long day. I mean, I I purposely did not look up this procedure on YouTube, and I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad I didn't. I purposely avoided looking up anything about this procedure. I just went with what the doctor told me, and they said, "Okay, we're going to do this, this, and this, and then send you home." So I took his word for it, and I did not go and look up what happened. Today I did. I went on YouTube today and I looked up what they did to me, and I'm like, oh, boy, yeah, I'm glad I didn't do that. But sorry there, Flinter. Yeah, I didn't have any hockey shirts down here, so I grabbed the first T-shirt that I had. I bought that Rangers T-shirt when they played the Canadians. Then when they played the Canadians in the finals, and I was like, oh, I can't root for the Canadians, so I bought some Ranger stuff so I could try to help them defeat the Canadians, which they did. And I think they went on to play the Kings. I think it was in the finals. But so anyway, so yeah, so I got to spend an extra 90 minutes in pre-op. That was fun. And I don't know if you saw some of my posts. I wasn't kidding. They came in and they shaved all over because they had to put in some cords or wires down there. So they shaved my chest and down there and just zip right in front of everybody. It's just like, okay. And because I had nothing, the Johnny, every time I moved, everybody saw everything. What can I do? You know? It was just, I mean, that was the least of my concerns, but still, I mean, a little bit of modest, a little modest, I guess. There I am laying on the table, and they scoop me onto the table, and it looked like they called it the spaceship. There was like this monster TV, like I've never seen before, like right next to me, right? And it had like all the heart stuff and everything was going on. I was like, do you think you could put Godzilla on so I could watch Godzilla while you do this? And they laughed. I laughed. And yeah, so they hook you all up, and then they get something right over the top of you too. So it's like, man, you couldn't move. Your arms are strapped down, and then they do their thing, and boy, it hurt. I'm not gonna lie, it hurt. The Johnny and Kelly. Yeah, it was. And it was just, so I'm laying in there. I think there was two guys, a girl, and a doctor. It might have been two girls and two guys. I don't remember. And they like ripped my Johnny up, and there I am, just right in front of everybody. I'm just like, oh man, they probably seen a million of them. I get it, but it's just the idea. It really was embarrassing, but I think I was too focused on what they were going to do to me than I was about that. I think actually one of the guys come over and dropped like a towel over me or something just to cover me up a little bit, and that was fine. But Yeah, the procedure itself, I heard, I could feel them going in my groin. That did hurt a little bit. Um, but when they got into the heart, I couldn't feel them go into my heart, which I was worried I was going to feel this little snake going up inside me. I didn't feel that, but boy, when they started to do whatever with the heart, oh man, it just felt like my chest was going to explode. I was like, wow, I was not expecting that. I like how they say you might feel a little discomfort. Okay. That's like having, when the electricity goes out in your neighborhood and you call up and they say some people might be experiencing a power outage. Some, it's all of us are experiencing a power outage. That's a funny thing you get. Some people might be having problems logging in. No, your website is down. We are all having problems logging in. So it's just funny how they try to spin that with a little euphemism. Some people when they have this done, they feel a little pressure in the chest, maybe in their shoulder. Oh my gosh, I thought an alien was bursting out of me, and they wouldn't put you out. I was like, put me out, and they wouldn't put me out. They wouldn't put me out, and I still a fan. Yeah, I'm amongst the living. Sports Time Machine. Yep. I asked them to put me out, and they wouldn't. They said, we don't do that. So I wouldn't say, it's hard to say that it hurt, but it was just an extreme pressure. And every time I was like, all right, yeah, feeling that. Hello. They were like, all right, 5 more seconds. And then I'd count to 5 and they would stop and then would go away. I was like, oh, good. And they did that like 10 times. It's just like, oh my God. It's like, I just don't know how much more I was going to take. Really. I'm just like, just get this over with. And why won't they put me out? I'm wide awake. See, they might have numbed some of the pain, but I was like, I was carrying on conversations. I was trying not to scream. Holy cow. And then finally says, I think we're done. Oh man, it was a long day. Thank you, Gilles. It was, they didn't cut me here, which is good. I just got a small incision in my groin. But I can't really do anything because if I tear that and I start bleeding out and I'm done, so they're like, don't even walk the dog for a few days. So I'm going to use my excuse to sit and watch some movies for a few days. But I just wanted to check in and say hi to people because everybody was, I was posting so much on Facebook because I had so much time. I brought in my phone. And I was just sitting there. It's like, what am I going to do? I'm supposed to go in. Now I'm not. So I'm just, saying hi to people and posting funny pictures of me with my funny mask on. And then, but I never went out. Never slept one bit. And like, that's different from the colonoscopy where you go in the colonoscopy and it's like, you go out and then you wake up later and you feel nice and refreshed because you slept, so I don't know. I think I'd rather have a colonoscopy than that. Tell you the truth. The colonoscopy don't hurt. It's just, you can't eat for 24 hours and that sucks. And you get sick from that. But I didn't eat for a while. They said I couldn't eat anything, drink anything, eat or drink anything after midnight. So I was like a gremlin. And it was because they were delayed a while. It was even longer. So I think it was after everything was done. It was like 4:30 when I finally said, man, can I get something to eat? Because I haven't eaten since like 11 o'clock last night. And so needless to say, but by the time I get home, I didn't get home till about 7:30. I pigged out and I get up in the middle of the night and I pigged out again. And I've been eating like a horse since I get back here. So I don't know if that's because they fixed things and my engine's revving properly to make me more hungry, or if just because I didn't eat for, 16 or 17 hours or whatever it was. Hi, Larry. Yeah, that was quite the thing there. But the other thing is I didn't really research this thing because I didn't want to freak myself out, even though I was already freaked out. And the one guy in there, the guy that shaved everywhere, he was actually pretty cool. He was pretty cool. He's like, all right, I got to shave your chest. And then he goes, and now I'm going to shave down. And before you could even say anything, he was down there with the razors, zipping it all away. He's like, now I'm going to get the other side. Before you could even say, like, dude, he was done. And it was just, he was cool about it. Okay. He was cool. He could shave my junk anytime, that guy. He was pretty cool. Sorry, he was. They had tattoos everywhere, too. So I wasn't going to argue with him. So, hi, Bobby. At least we got the Bruins back on, right? I don't know if they won last night in that exhibition game, but at least hockey's back and we'll be able to watch that. But they there's a lot of stuff they didn't tell me. And so I ended up, when I'm sitting there and the doctor finally came in, he goes, all right, the emergency's done. You're going in next. So what we're going to do is we're going to do this, this, and this. He goes, and then you'll be done. And then, yeah, all you got to do is, lay here flat on your back for 4 hours and you can go home. And he walks away. Like, what? I got to sit on my back for 4 hours? That's like, holy cow, serious? I got to lay on my back for 4 hours? It's like, no one told me this. It's like, I thought I'd be going home in a couple of hours, you know? Oh, man. So it's like, so I texted the wife. I'm like, well, I says, I'm going to be here for 6 more hours anyway. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, that was something else. So luckily I got to lean up a little bit, but I couldn't even go to the bathroom or anything for 4 hours, you know? In fact, I seen Larry, well, you know, supposedly my heart is beating correctly as opposed to incorrectly. So I should have more energy and more oxygen. I feel a little bit different, but you know, when you get an oil change in your car and, your car seems to run better. Is it really running better? Or is it just in your head? You know, I think I feel better, although I'm exhausted from yesterday. It was a long day without food. It was a lot of, you know, I don't want to say pain, but the body was put through a lot yesterday, and just trying to take it easy today was weird. But yeah, then my mother's been texting me there, and she said that my grandfather had this done, and this is back in the day, like probably 30, 40 years ago. And back then I don't think they had the incisions they had today. So it's probably a bigger incision. And they said that they used to put sandbags on people to keep pressure on the leg, to keep the bleeding from stop, because you're on blood thinners. I'm on blood thinners. That's why I'm really haven't been playing. I can't play hockey, but I don't want to play hockey right now. And thank you, Derek. It was quite an experience. And I'm hoping it just, you know, I'm through it now. But she told me that when my grandfather had it done, the guy next to him, the sandbag fell off his leg and blood started squirting everywhere. I was like, holy crap. I was like, no, that didn't happen. But again, it was really weird. There I am sitting there, everything just hanging out. So when it got done, the doctor said, oh, you're done. And I look over and there's the girl, the nurse, and she's got both hands right down there, just putting pressure on. She goes, I gotta stay here for 4 minutes to keep pressure on it, to make sure the bleeding stops. And I'm just like, yeah, I only need 2. Says, I don't know where the blood's gonna go. If you keep those hands, no, I'm kidding. I shouldn't say that. They were very professional, and that was the last thing from my mind. I'm just being silly because I'm tired. But someone else made that joke today. Maybe it was Flynn that said that. 4 minutes. I only need 2. You know, it just was awkward that every time I moved, it's just Johnny moved and there I was. It's just like, you know, nobody cared, but it's still awkward. You all know that, you know. But you know, and then I'm sitting. So as I'm sitting in there, laying still for 4 hours, there's people on either side of me. And one of the guys that was working with me goes into the lady next to me. Now, I don't know what she had done, but they said something about if you start seeing blood come out when you get home, or if you see your skin bubbling, that means it's bleeding inside. Call 911 and tell them you had a heart catheter or something like that today and you're bleeding, and they'll have to get you to the hospital and take care of it. So I'm just like, ooh, I'm hearing all this stuff and I'm just like, oh man, I'm like, now I'm freaking out even more, because now I figured I'm going to go home and I'm going to, you know, just start bleeding when I get home, you know? So, yeah, thanks, Larry. I think I'm okay. Yeah, I was hanging out with the wang out. Yes, I was. You had a massage the same way. I wish it was a massage, but it wasn't. Hi, Bears Den. But it was just awkward because I was listening to the guy talking to the person next to me, and they're like, okay, well, if this happens, you're okay. If this happens, you're not okay. So I was just listening to everything that they were saying post-op, and I'm just like trying to remember all this stuff, like what to do, what not to do. And but that girl pressed on me for 4 minutes, and then they must have stitched me up and whatever they did. And when I went back in to the room there, like I said, I kept asking the guy, am I going to be all right? You sure? I don't want to be back here in an hour bleeding out. It's like, he goes, no, I don't see any problems with you. Everything looked good. He goes, so then the doctor came in. He's like, don't walk the dog for a couple of days. Nothing strenuous. Don't go to the gym for about a week if you're going to do that. He goes, you got to let that vein heal, because if you rip it and you start bleeding, then you're in trouble. So now I'm freaking out about tearing this thing. You know, I still got the bandage on. I won't take the bandage off. So I think tomorrow I'm going to try to take the bandage off and see if it's healed up and try to take a shower because they don't even want you getting wet because they want that thing to heal, you know. But I did go to see some YouTube videos today on that. And, you know, again, there was a couple of doctors that are like, he goes, nowadays we bring you in and you go home the same day and you find, and the only concern we have is that down your groin is making sure that heals up, you know, give that a few days or so and then you're good to go. So it could be that simple. And in some cases, this comes back and I got to go do this a second time because they didn't get everything. But holy crap, I hope they did, man. I don't know, man. I guess they bridge gaps and they burn things or they sear things or they freeze things. So because they're giving off signals to tell the heart to beat. I don't know enough about it. I just went, okay, I'll get it done. If I make it, I make it. And here I am. I wasn't quite sure I'd be here tonight, honestly. Just how everything's been going in the world, but I am here. Hi, John. It wasn't so much an amazing recovery speed. It's just what they do with the procedures. It's amazing now. It's like they always said, like if Bobby Orr was playing today, he would be out 6 weeks because they could go and do things with today's technology and fix him up, and he wouldn't be out for a year. He would have been out for 6 weeks, you know. So today's technology, it's like that's why sometimes you don't. I don't quite have the fear as much because it's not like it was. I remember what my grandfather went through with all his stomach. He had so many. It looked like a crossword, not a crossword. Tic-tac-toe on his chest because of all the operations he had, and he was you know, he was just a mess with all that stuff. But because it was all the old technology, you know. And nowadays they can go in and do things and fix things. It's amazing. Like I said, the technology in that room was like, oh my God. I can imagine the bill I'm going to get too. You know, I'm not even working. I can imagine the medical bill I'm going to get from this thing. Holy crap. But, you know, if they fix my heart, I guess it's worth it. Why did I have to lay flat for 4 hours? Because they cut open a vein in my groin. And then that's how they go up into your heart with this procedure. Okay. And that has to heal before you go home. Because if you stand up, then there's a chance you're going to bleed and bleed out. So you have to stop bleeding before they send you home. And they figure 4 hours laying flat is enough time for that to heal. Or I don't know if they stitch it or what they do. I didn't ask, but that's what they told me. And they kept coming in and checking. And every time they check, I said it was A-okay, A-okay, A-okay. When I say 4 hours, it was 4 hours on the nose. Okay. They said that you can't get up out of bed until it was 2:30. I got done. I think it took an hour. I think I get in there at 1:30. It's 2:30. I was done. And it was 6:30 before they would let me sit up. Seriously, it was like, I was like, that's 6:25. They're like, nope, 6:30. They were adamant about 4 hours on the nose. So, but hey, that's fine. I'd rather not chance it for the 5 minutes. In fact, I come home, I didn't move at all. I was going to come on here last night, but I was exhausted and I probably would have made a fool out of myself. Not that I'm doing that tonight, but oh, good. You're playing regular season basketball. Let me know what you think about that, Al. That's a real fun game. Yeah, you know, they fixed your heart and you're a lot older than me. So I figure if you could get through it, I could get through it. I don't know if they did the ablation with you or not. I know you were having some issues and they had to go in and do something with your heart while you were on life support. I do remember that. But I don't know if they did the ablation or not with you. I know they did a lot of work in your heart, but I know they did go. Yeah, they had to go up through your groin for something. I remember them telling us that they had to go up through your groin into your heart for something. So maybe they did an ablation with you too. I don't know. Hi, Cause. Yeah, we'll see tomorrow. Today, I'm just kind of tired from the whole experience. I'm hoping tomorrow I will be better. Still can't really do anything, so I found myself playing a lot of video games and watching movies. I ended up watching Death Wish today with Bruce Willis. That's the remake from 2018. That was pretty good. Bruce Willis is good. The original Death Wish was good. We watched a crazy movie tonight. Me and Sharon were out watching one upstairs. I was going to come on here earlier, but she started watching this movie. It looked good. So I said, I'll watch it with you. So we ended up watching a movie. Oh, you're doing a quad. Okay. I'm not sure what that meant, but I know they did a lot of work with your heart there. So yeah, I just want to come back on and just say hi to everybody. And then I'm going to be laid up for a few days. I'm maybe a short walk by myself, just around a circle here, late tomorrow. I really want to give this thing time. I don't want this thing to pop and stop bleeding and have to go to the emergency room and lay for 4 hours again. So I'm going to take it real easy. I did want to start getting back to the gym. I did want to do that because I'm going to fix my heart. I'm going to try to lose some weight and see if I can get generally healthier. Now I got no excuses. But now I got to heal up. So, Ron, yes, it's a long story. I know. Thank you, Ron. Love you too. Yes, I saw Action PC Hockey was delayed. That was supposed to be out tonight. Now it's pushed back, a week or something like that. So I won't be playing that tonight. I'm not really playing much of anything. I was playing my sniper game. I finished that. That was fun. The sniper game was fun. Sniper Elite 4. I was going to stream it, but it's not one you'd want to stream. It's just it's very boring to watch. But yeah, it was just really it was really weird when I was in the middle of this thing. I'm actually, at one point I said to myself, boy, this is going to be a story to tell. This whole thing, I'm giving you the short version here, but that 8-hour day in the hospital, this procedure, there's a story to tell here. And I says, I need to get through this so I can tell this story, because this is going to be one to tell. It was just something else. Yeah, I'm going to sit around and watch some hockey. I'm still sore. The groin is still sore. Like in general, it's still really sore. Not just the area, the whole groin is sore. It's hockey's coming out Wednesday. Okay, good. Yeah, it's not really a rant. It's just tired Dave just coming on to say hi to people. That's all. I need to hydrate too. That's the other. Oh man, then the whole blood thing. It's been so hot around here. When I went in Monday to get the blood work done, they tried to go into my hand. First they tried my arm and they couldn't. Then they tried my hand and no blood come out. And I was just like, I freaked out. I turned white. and I was sitting in the chair and they're like, "Are you all right?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine." They're like, "You're white and you're sweating." I picked up my hands and the bar where you put yourself down was just soaked. I was like, "Oh my gosh." So they gave me an ice pack and then they got it out of my other hand here. They got the blood work done. So then I go in they have to put the intravenous in at the place. Oh, we hit a valve. We couldn't get it in. There's a valve. Oh my gosh. So I'm like, dig it. I'm like, okay, yeah, anxiety's going through the roof now. I can feel this needle in me. Oh, we got to try it again. Oh, so they had someone else come over, shoved it until that worked. But I was like, wow, that was just getting needles in and out. But I couldn't drink any water because they say drink water, stay hydrated. It's good for doing the blood work. Well, I was like a gremlin. After midnight, I couldn't eat or drink anything. So, so I wasn't very hydrated at all. I still don't understand that. Why wouldn't want you to drink water? Maybe the food thing. So when they give you the anesthesia, I guess, I don't know. Oh my gosh. But I was awake the whole time. Like I say, I was saying hi to people on the phone right till they brought me in. And then when they brought me out, there was, again, I never fell asleep. Just laid there for 4 hours in the chair or the table. Played a lot of cribbage on my phone till my phone almost died. So, am I white? No, my color came back the other day. Hopefully I'm not that white. It could just be the lighting in here. It's also, I'm tired too. So, but anyway, so hopefully I'll be back on doing normal things later on this week. I'm going to take it easy this weekend. I haven't done any board gaming. That's the thing, is I haven't really this whole thing's just been in my head. So I haven't had a chance to sit on the table and play any games. I just been sitting on the couch with fans on since it's been so hot, put on some fans and, just played some video games down here. I'm just watching some movies. That's about it. But yeah, I was surprised. I've had, hopefully that's all it is. I'm just hot right now downstairs. I don't know if I've had 4 or 5 colonoscopies. I've had a lot of problems with this body, and I've never had a problem aside for the fact that you're hungry, but they put me out. I almost look forward to it because I go in there and it's like, okay, just put me out so I can go to sleep for an hour. And This time they didn't. This time I was awake the whole time. Not only awake, having conversations. I remember talking to him because I remember like after like the third or fourth one, I was like, wow, they're like 10 more seconds. I'm like, 10 more seconds. I don't know, man. This is killing me. And they're like, all right, take a break. And I remember going to the guys like, Clint, you still with me? There was a guy that was watching my blood over there. He was the guy that did all the shaving and stuff. He was with me. He's like, I said, Clint, are you still with me, man? I got to know that you're here. And he's like, yeah, I'm over here, Dave. So I was wide awake while they're inside my heart freaking around. It's like, no, I want to be asleep. Put me asleep. I don't want to be awake. I'm such a baby like that, you know. But it just sucks because I was like, okay, I'm gonna get this thing done, and then I'm gonna start going to the gym. I'm gonna lose some weight. And the guy's like, yeah, you won't be going to the gym for a week, and because you can't rip that. So now I'm really paranoid about like tearing this thing open. So I don't know how long it takes to heal. I heard it's not long, but I'm just really nervous about that now. Hi, Alex. Thank you so much. I just kind of want to get on and just say hi. Thanks, Ron. Just say hi to everybody. I know a lot of people checking in. Ron was kind of posting some updates. I almost FaceTimed Ron from the hospital, but the thing is that chomps my battery, and I didn't have a charger, so I needed to make sure that I had enough battery life. I should have actually. It would have been funny if I was like, while they were doing it, I was FaceTiming with Ron. I'd be like, jacket. That would have been funny. Would have been a funny show. But you know, they were talking about either that or shocking me, because sometimes if your heart's not in sync, they shock the heart. But I guess they went in and they said, no, the shocking ain't gonna do it. We got to find out what is misfiring and just turn that off. Basically, they hit the cells or whatever they do. But I did go on YouTube today and I did watch a couple of videos on it, and it was just neat hearing what the doctors say in the recovery time. And I didn't want to hear any of the horror stories, but I was trying to watch what they did. And they got these big long tubes and they just shove them up inside you, and they map things out. Sometimes they have 2 tubes inside you, and they map out your heart. It's kind of neat. And then they figure out what I don't know how they figure this out. I really don't. How do they figure out what to hit and what is causing your? I mean, what if they said, "Oh, this looks like the one we got to burn." And they burned it, and the heart just stopped. I mean, oh, not that one. Well, it's too late now. But they know what they're doing. Yeah, that would have been some kind of show, right? Live, Dave. I'm live here, streaming live from StreamYard. Oh, you can go live on the mobile now. I could have gone live on StreamYard from the hospital. That would have been something else. No, I wouldn't have done that. That would have been terrible. No, but anyway, so before we go, what's everybody playing? What are you guys gonna do this weekend for fun here? What do you guys been doing for fun? I've been doing nothing for fun. I've been worrying about this thing, but now that it's out of the way. So, but supposedly the heart's beating good. So I guess that's good. I got a funny story and my heart's going well. So I guess that's all I can do. If this heals up, then I'm good to go. And that'll be that. So, I haven't even tuned in. I don't even know if Jucket's been on at noon. I just been out of sorts all week. So I haven't even tuned into his stuff. Saw some people playing stuff this week, but I really just been kind of just the last week or two has been tough, cleaning the house, and then this. Now this is out of the way. I think hopefully I can get back to a normal schedule. But anyway, I just wanted to pop on tonight real quick, say hi, and thanks for all the nice words and the whole bit. And now let's try to get back to some gaming and try to get back to some other things, and hopefully well, it's going to be August tomorrow. I'm hoping only one more month. Hopefully September we can play hockey, because if we can't play hockey in September, then we're done. That's kind of what the rink's telling me. So I hope that this guy doesn't put more people out of work. It's time to go back and play hockey and just get on with things. It really is. It's been too long. We can't hide in our houses from this virus for 10 years. It's just not going to work. So I hope they just, whatever. Lots of baseball. Well, I heard baseball is going to be shutting down. I'm hearing baseball's not doing good. So, but your baseball maybe, yeah. Yep. So I'll have to. That's the only baseball that's going to be around is Jucket's channel. So maybe I'll have to check out that. Oh, you're working. Lucky you're still working. Good for you, man. Good for you. I haven't worked in months and it sucks now. And now I'm getting lazy. That's the other thing now. It's like I'm just getting lazy now. It's going to be hard for me to get back to work. That's like the other thing. It's like everything. Replay basketball. Dice version, Celtics and Sonics. Nice. Yeah, see if you can get the Celtics a win. Good stuff. I've been watching some old Bruins highlights on YouTube today. It's been kind of fun. Yeah, I think I saw that it's if they keep getting cases, they're going to shut it down. But it's just kind of weird. It's like, I don't know. I don't want to get into the virus thing. It is what it is at this point. Everyone's going to handle it different. So, well, I'm going to go and chill out, I think. I still can't take a shower or anything, which sucks because they don't want me to get this wet. So I think tomorrow we're going to take the bandages off, see what they look like, because it looks like hell down there. Worse than normal. It does. So I'm going to see if I can get myself cleaned up tomorrow. Nice shower, maybe a nice shave, get rid of some of this stuff here, and maybe I'll tackle tomorrow and have a good day tomorrow. And who knows, maybe I'll come on here and play something tomorrow, or do a video or something or other. Yeah, I don't doubt you can smell me from here. I did wash my hair today in the sink. I did do that. That was kind of good. Maybe I'll play my guitar or something tomorrow. I dug out all my old guitars and started playing again and found out which ones I like and which ones I don't. So I think I might sell a couple old my old guitars. That one I bought in the 80s is still the best one I got. It's old. The guy fixed it up for me. It still plays like it did 30 years ago, whatever the heck it is now. Love that thing, that little blue guitar. I love that one. So I might have to get rid of some of my other ones. Even the Flying V, I'm not liking anymore. It just doesn't play that good. So it's good for show. But I don't think I would play that anymore. So I might have to trade that in. I hate to get rid of it. Maybe I can fix it up one more time. Yeah, that lady that shovels off my roof, get a sponge bath. Yeah, I know, right? I should be all right. It's only been a couple of days. I mean, rock stars go a month without showering, right? So I should be good in the morning. I just want to make sure that thing heals up, and I've been making sure I'm not bleeding. I feel all right, so I think if I would have bled out, I would have bled out by now. Yeah, that's what they say, right? So, no, I think they said wait a day or so. That's what they were saying. Although the person, they didn't tell me that, but the person next to me, they were like, don't get it wet, don't soak it. You can take a shower, but don't like sit in a tub or anything for a couple of days because they really want that to heal up in the whole bit. So, so I've had the bandage on for over 24 hours now, and so it'll be 36 hours in the morning. So, yeah, you might be interested in that Flying V. Yeah, that thing was playing really nice when I bought it, and it's been sitting so long it doesn't play that good. Now I don't know how to fix them anymore, so I would probably wreck it if I try to fix it. So I might actually end up trading that one in for something. I'm not sure, because I didn't know my other guitar was still going to work after this many years, but it still does, and I love playing that thing. Yeah, no pools, no hot tubs for a bit. It's too bad. I like doing that. I think I'd be fine after a week. It just needs to heal. That they said it's just like my arm. They said, when they said it's basically just like your arm, but it's probably a little bit bigger than that. They didn't seem concerned about it. They were not like, don't shower for a week and don't get nothing like that. It was really, they really didn't go into a lot of post-op instructions. Just take it easy for a couple of days. Don't walk the dog for a couple of days. Don't exercise like heavily for a week. No, don't strain yourself, and you should be fine. That's what they said. So that's what I think I'm going to do. Is just maybe a short walk tomorrow just to loosen up a little bit, just by myself, and then maybe Monday try to walk the dog a normal route. We'll see. I'm just going to play it by ear. I'm still sore. Like I say, I'm still sore. So when you're sore, something's not right. So I just want to take it easy, one step at a time, as they say. The good thing is that I don't have any issues. Knock on wood. Things are okay here, which is my concern. And they even said that. So you're fine here. Your ticker's fine. But down there is what we got to heal up. So that's what we got to heal up is the incision. So that is that. So anyway, so I just want to come on tonight and say hi. Friday night, still hot, although it's cooling down a little bit. It just sucks now because I was taking 2 showers a day in this heat. Now it's been 0 showers a day. What can you do? What can you do? This is the joy of getting old. And when I hear all those young people at hockey, it's like in their 30s. Oh, I'm getting old. It's like, oh, you ain't seen nothing yet, kid. You ain't seen nothing yet. So, but anyway, thanks for the well wishes, everybody. As you can see, I'm still up and about. As far as I know, it was a success. What really gave me some peace of mind, if you will. I know that sometimes it comes back. There's a small percentage it could come back, and I hope it doesn't. But what this guy did is they tried to jumpstart the flutter after they were done. So it's almost like you take the car to the mechanic, you fix it to get the noise to stop. Then they try to duplicate that sound to make sure it doesn't come back. And they said they couldn't get the flutter to come back. So that leads me to believe that they think they got the bad parts sectioned off. Leads me to believe that. So that was good. So they did try to mimic the flutter. Didn't come back. So that is that. But it was kind of scary, Robbie. It really was. It was a sensation I'd never felt before. It was probably the most evasive thing. Bears, thank you so much. It was the most evasive thing I've ever been through in my life. I don't wish that on anybody. It's not impossible to do. It's just very uncomfortable. It's a long day. You know, it's 7 or 8 hour day because you got to wait up, and it's just then there's a healing process to it. So that's where I've been. That's why you haven't seen me streaming that much. You haven't seen a lot of videos from me. So between cleaning the house out and just getting this taken care of, I can't believe the day actually came. We were talking about this back in February. It was scheduled for June, I think, and they canceled it because of COVID. So then luckily it got picked up and bounced to the end of July, and it's the end of July. Here I am. I woke up yesterday going, I can't believe the day's here. I've been waiting for this not waiting like I can't wait, but it's like I needed to get this done. And so I'm hoping it's done. And so stay tuned. Hopefully I'll have more videos. Hopefully I'll be around a while to do more videos. But anyway, thanks for everybody tuning in tonight. Just a quick video, 36 minutes as it always goes. And we'll talk to everybody later. Bye-bye.